Kneeling mermaid. We do 3 to each side. The goal of this exercise is to stretch and strengthen the sides of the torso. We'd select this exercise for students who have scoliosis, one-sided dominance or tightness, asthmatics or students who struggle with breathing, or students who have weak shoulder depressors. The chair should have on one middle spring. To set the exercise up, the student is going to kneel with their knees hip-width apart, the heel of their hand on the pedal slightly out in front of the shoulder. Make sure that the hips, the knees, and the ankles are all lined up, and the outside arm comes up and is as close to the face as possible, or ideally touching the ear. We initiate this from the powerhouse. The student will inhale and lift tall, and then exhale, press the pedal down, and perform 3 pulses. Breathing out, 2, 3, and pause. Inhale to stretch, and exhale 3 more pulses. 2, 3, pause. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, press. 2, 3, hold it at the bottom, and float all the way back up. What's moving and what's still? The pelvis and the legs should remain still throughout the exercise. So let's look at some precision points. From the side, the pelvis should remain neutral. Nice and straight, neither anterior or posterior, lined up with the rib cage, which is also flush to the ribs. As the student stretches to the side, the pelvis remains still. It doesn't shift to the side to accommodate the bending of the spine. The shoulder on the pedal side should be pressing down from the muscles underneath it, strengthening the shoulder depressors, and the elbow should be straight or with a little bit of bend if we need to, but it stays steady, so it's neither bending or extending. Lastly, we're going to watch that this top arm remains completely straight, that the student isn't bending it to facilitate the bending of the spine, and that they're really anchoring through this outer leg, pressing down to increase the stretch. The rhythm is really dynamic with a lengthening and a press, press, press. Lengthen and press, press, press. So those presses should have a little bit of energy and vigor in them. Common errors are losing the line of energy on the outside and allowing this to bend, which tricks the brain into thinking we're going farther than we really are. We also see the student losing the alignment of the pelvis. So it either shifting to the side so that it's no longer stacked over the knees, or you'll see your student fall into an anterior or posterior tilt. You may also see the ribs pop and the upper back arch to facilitate the stretch. We want to make sure that when the student presses the pedal down, they're not elevating their inside shoulder, but they're really pulling the shoulder down, pressing from underneath the arm. Last little place to check is down at the feet. Students will have a tendency to bring their heels together and widen their knees in this position to help get them over farther. Remember, it's not about how big you move, but about how well. Let's look at this in real time. Kneeling mermaid. Lift up through your inner thighs, your seat, and your abs, and grow tall. Exhale, press to the side. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, press. 2, 3. Pause. Inhale, get a little longer. Last time. Exhale. 2, 3. Pause at the bottom for a maximal stretch and float all the way back up. Specific spots. Great places to support this exercise are from the pelvis. By pressing inward and stabilizing the pelvis, it allows the student to lift their waist up and bend to the side. Signs of readiness. They need to be able to kneel. And we would see that in the kneeling chest expansion or long back stretch performed on the Cadillac. And they need to be able to perform lateral flexion. So we'd observe this in Mermaid on the mat or seated Mermaid from the tower. building blocks for this exercise would include just simply to perform a long, smooth press down with no dynamic pumps, or to just do one set of the pumps. So lifting up and over and pumping for 3, 2, 1, and release.